A walk in Frasier Park. Green locks lean in meadows where its pastures long for heaven's veiled atlas. Light laggard day hath followed between grass wood and river, where we mark the wind with talk about metaphysics and the things we miss, and bid farewell, as my brother prepares to move to California. But beat body and bare my soul like some sick snake in search of Lucifer, Virginia is the place that as the earth grows old, I'll keep to its hills and valleys, those forests between the fields and rivers, where angel's breath and marbled emerald feeds my vanity in gentle tolerance, as my teeth chatter in the summer heat. How halting birds break the bark of boughs with their beaks, and bring back to me those many walks we took together, and how now it's time to say goodbye, and for the better, more the pity, as I am not my brother's pupil, but a poet who needs to part with his memories of youth, as I see how still the grass, its honest and patient inquiry into the gown of topaz that drapes its painted bones across the lilies of the field, and bears the birds of the air upon its hollow tongue. Time is not a thing to be lost in love. Rather, the rumor of its insinuating void will stretch when people part ways, like hawks who gaze across the emerald pastures of Frasier Park and find peace in being abandoned by the beauty of the bond they had when they were brothers, to the morbid air, who bleed, back away, and wonder at the gray boughs that seep like swans into the wind. Nature is not a bitch of impulse, but a purpose without judgment, jesting never to those who walk in her candid Eden, skipping stones upon the water and sleeping with picnic blankets in her crown of daffodils. While I think about my brother, become bound to my conviction that he'll do better in California, away from all this history. Yet I will never leave, remembering our talks about Nietzsche, Hegel, and the spiritual writings of Kierkegaard, where we talked about his study of the Bible and of God, in whom is no change or shadow of turning. If God is not changed, then there is no possible outcome which varies by comparison to her image. And so all things to be imagined by man make him free from service to his sins. Otherwise, the universe would require the transience of thought. But since it does not change in spirit, then all sins and acts of virtue have already been committed, in a way beyond wisdom. Else why would the air be clean for us to breathe? All that's left to look upon, these castles of emerald, these woods and meadows beside the river, that I find all I need to be wherever I be, bound to place by my bones. And after all, Virginia is vast with its wilderness of confederacy and acts of evil. Perhaps I'll send my poems to California, but there are woods enough, fields and rivers in the place where I was born, and from now on, when I walk in Frasier Park, it will always be the place we said goodbye.